Hello everyone, welcome to a brand new GeoGuessr video. So we're going to do CityGuessr today, but we're going to do it with a slight little twist. We're going to play it without being able to move or zoom. So we're going to be able to spin, going to be able to pan around, but not going to be able to zoom in on anything. Or yeah, just seeing how we do really. Not expecting this to go particularly well, but it says famous city, so we should be able to get a pretty good score. If we can, nail a couple, maybe, that might be pretty good, but we'll just have to go and see. Anyway, let's get straight into it. First one, so... Oh, we can't zoom, can we? So we've got lots of roadworks ready to happen somehow. I don't know what side of the road they're on. It looks like they might be on the left-hand side, one way. So does that mean we're in... Yeah, you see, this would be a good time to know who drives on this side of the road. Evolution there. I can't see what that says. Do Australia drive on this side of the road? I think they might. So is this something as simple as just a big Australian city? Is there anything to go by over here? Anything that we recognise? Not particularly. And there are sort of mountainous hills over there. I'm going to zero in on Australia and see what we can maybe do here. So it looks like there's some sort of water over there because this is a bridge, but I can't really tell. Obviously I can't zoom in either. But to the west, which is that way, there is more stuff. So could we be in Adelaide? Is there a big bridge in Adelaide? Port Adelaide? We could be over here, to be fair. I haven't got anything else to give here. We could be in Singapore. Could be New Zealand, perhaps, but let's just see. Let's just see where we are. So we're actually in Brisbane. So, and we were here. So we were on the side of some water somewhere. And the hills over there, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Which this is a sort of a reserve. A few nature things going on over there. So overall, we got the correct country. Wasn't particularly close in terms of distance, but to say we weren't able to zoom or move or anything, that was pretty good. Anyway, on to the next one now. So it looks like we've got... Let me tell what language that is. It looks kind of Turkish. There's that writing, but I can't actually make it out. It's just the way some of the letters are arranged. I mean, I'm having a tough time reading that. But to me, this looks possibly Turkish as well. Now, I have been to Istanbul, which I know isn't the capital. Somewhere there called Umut Bore, but it doesn't say anything else. The cars have got TCR on them. Is that a giveaway of any kind? What's over here? There's a bus. Buildings kind of look... Aha! Don't know if you can see that there, but that is definitely a Turkish flag. So I'm going to assume that we're in Turkey, but now we just have to figure out which city we're in. I've flown to Izmir Airport. Haven't been down by Antalya or where's the other place people go? Bodrum, they go there, don't they? Marmaris, they go there. I'm just going to be basic and say that it's Istanbul, but which side it is, I'm not entirely sure. Do we think this is the Asian side or the European side? Kind of reminds me of a more European city than an Asian one. But probably right on the cusp. So I'm going to swing towards this side, which is the European side. And I'm not being horrible. That's just what it says right there. It's quite green about. I'm going to assume that we're somewhere like this. Let's go. So we did actually get the road correct, and we were 1.4 miles away. So not bad at all, but a lot closer to the centre there. I can't believe we got this correct road. Is it called the same thing? Adnan Menderes. And then up here, you go up here, and it's called the same thing. So, yeah, same road. Excellent. Made up for that first round. So we got, oh, here, look what we've got here. So, can't zoom in, but it says Borges Transfer og Flytabria. Now, is that a massive giveaway right there? So we got Oslo City. It looks like there's a hidden O right there in the center of that C. So I'm going to assume that we are in Oslo. There's an over the road bridge there. Whoops, close that map. No other businesses that we can sort of pinpoint though from where we are. There is a big church in the distance just over there by the looks of it. It looks like the spire. But there isn't, I can't tell what that shop says. There's no shops here. It looks like there's maybe car parks. This could be a metro or a tram, T for tram. I'm not entirely sure. Let's just get into Oslo and see what we can't find. Let's open the map up a little bit. See if we can't find a church that's, you know, pretty important looking. But so, what do I know about Oslo? It's obviously in Norway. I know they've got the ballet stuff here, the opera building with the big slope. Apart from that, can't say I know too much. Centralen. So I think we might, if we're looking for Stortinget. This looks like it could be royalty's house. Königlager, Kongalager, Schlott. Schloss means castle in German. Does that look like a castle? Could be a castle. But we could be looking at it from a completely different angle. Northwest. So you could be talking like a red building there, but I can't tell what that is either. I was just looking for that Oslo City. Let's see if we can't find it. Hotels, they're in pink. Shouldn't be too difficult to find. Hotel Bristol. Interesting. Does this look central? It does kind of look central. City box. Scandic Solly. Frogner Apartments. Mocker Oslo. What have we got here? The Suite Apartment. No, I'm going to go back to this. I like this. So we're facing northwest towards this church looking thing. Obviously we can't tell if we're facing the church. We can't tell anything. We don't know what kind of direction that is facing, as we can only see the top of it really. And it could just be a church, and it could be a church that hasn't got a particular mention on here, but this is part of the game. You know what, I'm going to put us here. There's 2 lanes. It kind of makes sense to me. This looks rounded off at the end, as does this. I haven't got anything to lose here, have I? Right, so we were 1,298 yards away. Now, could we have made sense of this? So it's the Oslo Domkirche. So Kirche obviously means church, but Dom, I'm not entirely sure what that means. But there you go, you can see it. That is the actual place we were on. Oslo City. It's like a hospital. It doesn't even appear to be. I just assumed it was a hotel. I don't know why. Oh well. Anyway, guess we'll move on to this next one. So, immediately it looks like we're driving on the right. So this leads me to think we're in America. There's a big old Dodge here. Worth Street. There's an American flag there, so that has kind of given it away. But the halt signs, does it look like New York? I've never been. It doesn't look like New York. It does in some ways, from things I've seen, but in other ways, it really doesn't. It does look like it could be that end, though. Does that make any sense whatsoever? It looks East Coast, for sure. Could be Washington. Could be Philadelphia. Boston. Could be Boston. What kind of buildings have we got around here? Can we see any of them? Huge gold door to a fairly unimpressive looking building. Brickwork's kind of nice, but the roof leaves a lot to be desired. Looks like some sort of either an outdoor gym, because there's some person stretching here. Do you know what? The more I look at it, the more I think it looks like Boston because of the red bricks over here. There's a lot of red brick stuff. And I'm pretty sure Boston has got lots of... which way are we facing here? So, if we're facing towards the red buildings... they're southwest. Not near a park, are we? Does this road have a bend in it? I don't think it does. No, it's pretty straight looking road. Is it a main road though? It's hard to tell. I'm going to put us here. Or do I just put us right in the middle of Boston and hope for the best? No, I'm going to leave us there. We're probably not even in Boston. So we were in New York. Oh, God. That's right down near Lower Manhattan, Chinatown. Gotta say, it didn't look anything like Chinatown. If we'd have maybe been 100 yards that way, where the dim sum places are. That might have been a opportunity to have a guess. Anyway, 3,970 points. That's not bad, is it? Let's do our final one then. So, driving on the right. L&C wash and dry. We do not dry. It says a word. Looks like there's a pride flag there. Big hill up here. Is this just the US again? I don't know. Something about it which doesn't say the US to me. Would the US have a van like this? I don't know. Where could this be? So we got a Lexus here, I think. Nissan. Just looking at the cars now. That VW. Just thinking, a lot of these cars just don't seem correct. I don't know what these buildings are either. God, this could genuinely be anywhere. I have to take a stab at the dark here. That van has really thrown me off. When have you ever seen a van like that in anything American looking? But they're driving on the right. So I don't think it's Australia. This is going to be such a bad guess now. South Africa, maybe. Just trying to think who else drives on the right. New Zealand, do they drive on the right? Some odd looking buildings here. That is my problem. Somewhere in the US. So driving on the right. It kind of reminds me, this hill, it kind of reminds me of San Francisco, but... And pride flag. Obviously a fairly liberal city. Oh dear. So, we can't zoom out. We don't know where that goes. New Orleans, maybe? Just trying to look at these buildings. This one looks weirdly Japanese. This one here, I have no idea. These ones... New Orleans, maybe? New Orleans is more central US as well. Is it not? I don't know. It was San Francisco. For God's sake. It was right in the middle as well. 15,935 points. Give it a go yourselves. Oh, I'm annoyed at that last one. Every other one we did pretty well on. We got Oslo, we got Istanbul. First one wasn't horrendous. Boston to New York, that wasn't terrible, but that last one we bottled it. We could have got. It'd have been the right city. It'd have been the right city, which we've only been able to say twice. Damn. Yeah, give it a go yourselves. That was pretty fun. Not the end of it, but it's pretty good anyway. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.